This is Medic, the Spandex Legend, coming at you from Duval! Now today I just wanted to bring to you one of my favorite plays to run during hurry-up offense against my opponents in mud. Now, this is just a regular roster. This is just the Pittsburgh Steelers regular setup. I moved Martavis Bryant to the A. You want to have a faster, taller receiver at your A position. Normally in MUT, when I need to put on the burners for a certain route tree that I run, you're going to want either Kevin White or someone at least at a 94 speed. Like I just said, use Kevin White in MUT. This play is great for running against your opponents in hurry-up offense because not only most of the time in bunch formations is it your audible, so you can have another play set up that you chose that's not an audible, like Z spot to kind of throw them off a little bit. So what I like in the verticals formation, and I run it about 4 different ways, is obviously first you're going to run it just regular. This is just against the base cover 3. You're going to probably get some pressure, and you're probably going to get a guy that uses his middle linebacker or his right outside linebacker. So with that being said, cover 3, you're going to hit your tight end right there. You just let it kind of set up. Now, you're hitting that. You can also wait for your A receiver to break open. As you see, if your opponent brings pressure, that takes a little bit longer for it to develop. So what I like to do is eventually your opponent's going to want to use one of those guys to sit on that post. What you're going to do is you're going to audible your A route to a slant. That makes it a lot faster quick hitting play that it's harder for them when that receiver, especially if they have some speed, crosses his face for him to keep up with his linebacker. So cross his face, he got bumped right there, which can happen, but you got to remember more than likely your opponent's going to be usering that guy and dropping back into the zone. That's why you want your running back running block to pass route combination right there, especially someone that brings heat. All right, so you've got your A quick slant, which sometimes breaks open. Obviously, the computer's not working with me here, allowing that to happen. Right there it did. But what you got to try and envision is I'm just trying to show you the route combinations you could do out of this formation. And you got to combine it with what your opponent's doing. Is he using that linebacker? All right, so right now he's going to be focusing on A. And what I like to do is switch up that route combination. You're still going to have your quick hitting slant, but you're going to do it with your tight end right here, your right bumper. So now you got your tight end breaking open here. Now keep in mind it does break open a lot faster if your opponent's using that linebacker right there in the middle. So you got that combination. Same combination. This is where a bigger, taller receiver comes in play, especially when you need that 10 to 15 yard first down. Okay, you got your Martavis Bryant right here. You're going to throw it up so that he can catch it. All right, he's still running his same route. You're not changing anything. You're just sending this tight end on a slant. Hopefully he bites on the slant and you can hit the post. If he doesn't bite on the slant and he stays with the post, you have the slant. So those are a good combination to have right there. And I'm throwing it up high so he goes up and gets it. I'm using that feature where you hold the left bumper and throws it up higher. Okay, so you have that combination. All right. Now, the 4th combination I like is you send your A receiver on a streak. This is going to require 2 hot routes and your tight end on a slant. So more often than not, these guys are going to be playing cover 2 on you at some point to get more underneath coverage. This does work against cover 3, and on occasions with a fast wide receiver, it works against cover 4. Let's try it out here against the computer, which is a little harder to get deep. But as you see there, against cover 3, especially with a faster wide receiver like Kevin White, which is a nice budget type wide receiver to get that speed. And frankly, he's actually a pretty good receiver in this game. If you can pick him up at a decent price, he's well worth it. Now this does take a little bit longer to develop, but you have a built-in hot route that you can hit at your RB your tight end on the slant. So if your opponent's bringing the heat, you just step back, bam, right there, okay? Now, those are the 4 I run. Like I said, I like to run this as an audible play, and I like to choose a different play as my main play. So I'll audible to this, and then I'll do these things. And that is a great way to wear down your opponent's starting defense and get in their backups, especially someone who is loaded with great starters. So if you liked my strategies that I provided, alright, now this is the same thing, but against cover 4 out of the 3-3-5, okay? A lot of people run it. You have to let it develop, sit down. There is your tight end. Alright, so we got that. Now let's try our quick hitter. You have that. Alright. Let's try our tight end quick hitter with your regular post over the top. Got that. Alright, so you're seeing a deep coverage is going to get burned with your hot routes, okay? Now let's try our deep route against this cover 4. You got a one-on-one, and you just want a guy that can make a play. So with this route setup, you're not going to have, because you have Antonio Brown going deep on the outside, you're not going to have the bunched up amount of defenders covering your A position, because that corner has to cover that deep outside. Alright, so it's a great way to at least get a one-on-one and get deep. This is against the 3-3-5 cover 4. Alright? So it works against that. Now it just goes unexplained that if someone's bringing heat, you're going to hit your faster route combinations, like this setup here where you take your post route and you do a quick slant. Or you take your tight end and also run a quick slant. And you're probably going to have someone that's pretty good that can cover that quick slant. And you hit over the top your A. And that concludes my tactics and strategy of verticals out of the bunch formation. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel at Spandex Legend, where you can see the legend continue.